We are going to look at how the aggregate demand and aggregate supply curves connect to our Phillips curves. So we start with our just sort of basic ADAS curves. We have our SRAS, our AD, and our LRAS. And we have our equilibrium point here. We have our equilibrium y, and then we have P1 equals 102. So we're going to plot that on our Phillips curve. We're going to start by labeling our axes, where we have R, which is inflation, and U, which is unemployment. We know that at U, this is equivalent to U, we have U star. And we have 102. We have these points that connect. Then we look at if our aggregate demand were to shift like this. We have 82. We have a new output level and a new price level. So now we can go up here and plot that on our Phillips curve. We have this new U2 and this new inflation of 104. And we can add those points as well. Then we can connect them. Ooh, not very well. And connect them. Oh my gosh. We can connect them and create our short run Phillips curve right here. Is this black line. Then we look at if our SRAS shifts to bring us to a new equilibrium in our ADAS curves, how that looks on the Phillips curve. So we see our SRAS shifted over, we have SRAS2, we have this new equilibrium here at a price of 106 and an output equivalent to our equilibrium output. So up here, that means we know we're going to be equivalent to this somewhere, right? Because it was equivalent to this here. So we're going to look at that, but we're also going to look at, we're now at 106, which really is 6%. These are all 4%, 2%. It's an inflation rate, but yeah. We look up here, and our new point is at 6% inflation, but this same unemployment rate, which means our whole curve has basically shifted over to this new point. So you can basically just copy, paste. It's a new curve, but it's out here. And it has shifted over. So this is curve 2. And this line right here, where these 2 points are the same, is our long run Phillips curve, which is NAIRU. So we can see from our Phillips curves that in the short run, which is this line, those are short run, that as our unemployment goes down, as we see here, our unemployment went down, our inflation goes up, which means there's a negative relationship between inflation and unemployment. However, in the long run, right here, you can see that there is no relationship between interest or in between inflation and unemployment, because as our inflation goes up from 2 to 6%, our unemployment stays at the exact same spot. So in long run, there's no relationship between inflation and unemployment. And that basically sums up all of our inflation and unemployment things as in regards to the short run and long run Phillips curves. Thank you.